Well, good morning. This is the first video I've made for a little while. I just wanted to say a few words about a book that I'm reading called Helmet for My Pillow. And it's in part what the new HBO miniseries is based on, The Pacific. Another one is with the Old Breed in Pelileo and Okinawa, which was written by Eugene Sledge, who has passed on some years back. But Helmet for My Pillow is an excellent book. Robert Leakey is one of my favorite writers about historical subjects, nonfiction narratives, and that kind of thing, because he has a rich flow of words and word pictures which are which are serious and at the same time kind of amusing and almost gets you makes you want to laugh and cry at the same time when he describes scenes of extreme boredom, suffering, violence, etc., that were his experiences in the Pacific War as a machine gunner, 30 caliber machine gunner on Guadalcanal, and also he was on Pelileo as well. Uh, his descriptions of the extreme environment on Guadalcanal, the jungle heat, the humidity, the long periods of time in which absolutely no action took place, and the fact that in the end, what wore down the Marines more than anything was the heat, the rain, and malaria and dysentery. Now, my friend down in the Veterans Home in Charlotte Hall, uh, George Novell, is told me one time that when he left Guadalcanal, when the Marines were relieved by the Army, he weighed about, I think, 115 pounds. He was basically just bones wrapped with skin. And he said it was amazing that he could even walk. And he had suffered from continuous bouts of malaria and dysentery, and basically wasn't much left of him. In fact, that pretty much finished his war service. He was disabled because of disease. The another thing that I've been noticing lately is the news about Haiti. And Cynthia McKinney, who wrote an article in ZMAG, has made a point to note that other countries were much more quick to bring in humanitarian help to Haiti than the United States was. We basically had responded with military help, like that is aircraft carriers, an assessment team, things of that nature. I don't know if that's a complete story. I think a little bit more investigation on my part needs to be done, but I thought it was significant that she mentioned that. For instance, Cuba sent in something like 400 doctors. Iceland sent in a team, and other countries as well had teams on the ground and working uh, with the suffering victims from the earthquake. Apparently, there's been another earthquake since then, and tremendous number of dead, mass graves being dug, and so forth. So that tragedy is ongoing. The President of the United States suffered a defeat with the election of a Republican to Edward Kennedy's old Senate seat in Massachusetts, which brings the Republican number in the Senate up to 41, which is not a good thing for the Democrats and their attempts at health care reform, which is not really health care reform at all because it doesn't have the public option in it. What it's going to be is to deliver about 40 million subscribers over to private insurance firms, which they will have to pick one of them because if they don't, then they'll be taxed more. I guess that's the way some people are reading the bill anyway. And I did see something about that on one of the talk shows on television last night. So there's a lot of disgruntlement with the Obama administration over this, and something that's probably going to be ongoing. As to my primary interests in life, I have decided that the next book I want to read after Helmet for My Pillow is With the Old Breed on Pelileo and Okinawa, and to plan my trip for Saipan. I think I'll go out to Saipan because it's easiest to get to, and then later on go to Pilileo Island. Pilileo is very difficult, it seems like. It's hard to get a direct flight there, and don't know exactly how it's to be done. I probably should look at a professional uh, travel agent to see what kind of connections can be made and how much it will cost, and then start saving my pennies accordingly. But Saipan you can get to very easily. I'm doing a lot of talking here about maybe nonsensical stuff to most of you, but this is my life. It's filled with nonsense sometimes, and sometimes some serious stuff. And I'd like to start getting back to seeing the things I want to see, doing the things I want to do. Um, that's all I have for this video. I think I'll expand a little bit more about what I want to do in the future in the next one. And hopefully, who knows, maybe some of you can, maybe I'll meet up with some of you out there. Some of you who have watched my videos, you may come in contact with me someday. Hopefully you won't beat me up, but maybe we can sit down for a drink or a meal and talk about the world's situation and solve all the world's problems.